You are now watching The Queen Chioma.
So hey guys, before we get started, I did want to introduce this product to you all. So I'm wearing these anti-cellulite leggings from AC Fitness Wear. And the reason why I'm wearing it and I wanted to share it with you guys is because with us being in quarantine, I feel like a lot of times I find myself laying down or just sitting down for too long and not getting that much exercise. So I opted for actually exercising at home. And I realized when you look good, you feel good. And when you wear some cute leggings or some cute workout gear, it makes you more willing to get up and exercise. So the real health tea is that when you're sitting down for too long, blood clots can form in your legs, and that's not good. You don't want to have that. You want to be active. You want to stay moving. So I got these leggings online because they said anti-cellulite and it lifts your body and it just keeps everything together when you work out. So I was like, let me just try it. So I tried these leggings and honestly, you guys, I definitely did like them a lot. So I'm a girl with a little bit of thickness. I ain't that thick, I know, but I definitely do have some stretch marks and some cellulite, and the shape of these leggings and how much it stretches to your body has definitely helped with that. So I did order this product, and then I actually went and I contacted them and I said, you know what? I have a YouTube channel. Can I promote you guys this product? What can we do? And they said, of course. So the anti-cellulite fitness wear company is actually doing 50% off. They're having a flash sale right now. So I got a gray pair and a black pair. The first 200 customers can get free shipping and 20% off. So definitely take advantage of this deal. Don't forget to use my discount. And remember, I got these from AC Fitness Wear. You guys will actually love it. If you're into fitness or you just want to get into actually being more active, especially staying home, I will have all the links down below in the description box. So let's get right into this video.
So hey guys, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video podcast edition. So by the title, we are going to be talking about how Black influencers need to charge more. So last year in 2019, I made a video called We Are Being Finessed, pretty much referencing Black influencers who do not understand that we are being undermined but overworked for a little bit of pay compared to our white counterparts. I did get a lot of overwhelming support for that video, and I really appreciate that. And although some of the comments said things like, well, maybe Black people don't appeal to the demographic or the company that reaches out to them, therefore sometimes you won't get paid a certain amount, weirdos, I really felt like it was necessary to create an extension to that video, especially amidst what has been going on globally. Just addressing that comment, it's not always about the price, but it is always about the equality and being paid for the same amount of work based on your influence and your time. There have been a plethora of things that have come to light during this second civil rights movement here in the United States and all over the world, and one of those things that has become a constant on my timeline is how so many companies have inauthentically been standing in solidarity with Black people, Black Lives Matter, and all of that. But then we have Black influencers and Black brand owners speaking out and showing otherwise, that those companies definitely do not respect us. One of the major ongoing aspects that occurred to me is that we are still being underpaid and some people are still accepting nothing for a lot of work. It's actually very disheartening because I generally understand that part of it goes into how these white-owned companies see Black people and belittle them through pay for promotion of certain products and brands. But the most disheartening part is that I don't think a lot of Black influencers see their worth, because oftentimes in Black communities globally, we like to cut deals and not give top price for our work. So I've broken my video down into two main talking points, so let's get right into this video. So point number one is my observation of the situation. If you want a better breakdown, you can definitely watch my video called Black Influencers Are Being Finessed from 2019. I'll definitely link that somewhere. And with that video, you can get a better understanding about how passionate I was and I still am about this topic. But as I was scrolling through my Instagram timeline, which you should all follow me on my Instagram, it is at The Queen Chioma, I came across this page called Influencer Pay Gap. Now the page is based in the UK, but essentially it is a forum for people to write anonymous messages about their highest paid gigs from companies, and they can state their race, their gender, their sexual orientation, their follower count, and their engagement. So I spent a long time going through a lot of these, and my mouth was literally dropped open. I mean, mouth was hanging lower than Jib's chain. Like, do your mouth hang low? Do it wobble to the flow? Like, my mouth was open because I was so shocked about how little people were getting, especially the Black influencers, and especially the ones that just weren't white, for the amount of work and the amount of engagement that they had. There were so many of them where I was just like, no, like, because no, like, why would you charge that? To see Black influencers that have the engagement, even if you do not have the largest following, ask for the littlest amount to be paid for promotion honestly breaks me inside. And the sick part is that it's not just white-owned companies. A lot of them are the Asian-owned companies that give us hair sponsorships and a bunch of other things. Now, I'm making this video because I really do think the message needs to be reiterated. Black influencers, I don't care who you are, what your brand is about, and how many followers
followers you have and where you are located, start raising your prices now. Actually, start raising your prices tonight. Whatever pay price you have that you gave to companies, double it. Because right now, these companies feel somewhat socially obligated to cater to Black people because right now, Black Lives Matter is trending, and a lot of them will be exposed for their lack of diversity and their inequality in working with Black people, and a lot of them are trying to save their asses. And to be honest, it might sound crazy, but take advantage of that. I'm sick and tired of girls telling me, yes, I have 5,000 followers on Instagram, and I charge a company $25 per post. Absolutely not. These companies have huge budgets. Same way that as an irresponsible adult, we have a budget for bills based off of our income. These large companies, even the ones that are not the most well-known, have budgets for everything, whether that's production, promotion, advertising, everything. Think about it. To get a 15-second ad during the American Super Bowl, which is pretty much one of the most televised events in America every year, a company will pay close to $1 million. Granted, those companies are usually large companies such as Pepsi, McDonald's, Frito-Lay chips, but these are still companies and they all have a budget. And it's been proven that they are prone to undercut the Black influencers for reasons that are very unknown. Like it could be racism, it could be prejudice, it could simply be that they don't think that we are of value. But at this moment, I'm going to ask for a huge shift from every Black, colored, or just ethnic influencer to raise your price. I'm tired of these companies taking advantage of us when we deserve to be paid so much more. And after looking at the influencer pay graph Instagram, I was shocked to see that the white influencers who don't even have as many followers or engagement as some of the Black influencers were getting paid thousands of dollars for the littlest work. But then there's Black influencers who will get hair, have to buy a wig cap, have to sew on the hair to the wig cap, have to bleach, tint, or pluck the frontal or the lace closure, then apply the wig that they just made with the products that they bought, such as glue or the got to be glue free spray that they bought with their money, then do the full face of makeup and record and edit and all those things just to receive $250. Like, excuse my French, but fuck that. You ladies are worth way more than that, and don't ever negotiate to a price that you definitely will not accept. It is okay to negotiate, but please do not accept way lower prices than your value. From reading what I consume from that page and other pages, it says that if you have a good engagement, which means you are getting views or likes, that is at least 15 to 20% of your total following, you need to operate with the 6% rule. That means whatever 6% of your following is, that's how much money you should be charging these companies. And a lot of these companies are going to tell you no, because that's just business. They're going to say that they want to pay lesser than what you're offering them. But please, whatever you do, do not budge. And if you do budge, don't go below something that you are not comfortable with. Nobody that has 100,000 followers or subscribers on any platform should be charging less than $1,000 for anything. And to be honest, that may even be too low. And trust me, I have been a victim of doing this. When it comes to hair companies, I try to reduce the amount of hair videos I do each month, not necessarily because of the price, but just off the strength that I feel like I'm being overworked for next to nothing. I have such a good following. Yes, I only have 160,000 plus subscribers on YouTube, but every video is getting at least 20,000 views within a couple of days. Some videos do better than that depending on what I'm talking about. And these companies have really tried to offer me $200 to promote their hair in a fully dedicated video. So let's get into the whole dedicated video, mention video, shout outs, and pretty much those types of promotions. Everything needs to be compensated for. Even if it's a 30-second shout out, these companies have to pay you. Gone are the days where you do things free for people unless you really want to. I even have discounts for my subscribers. Like if you email me and say, hey, I'm a subscriber, I have this brand, I'll definitely give you a significant discount. And when I say significant, I mean significant only because I feel like if you're supporting me and putting money into my pocket, I someone owe it to you to at least give you a discount and trying to promote your brand. Definitely does not hurt to be nice and ethical to people that support you. But looking at some of these companies who are just here to use you or use us, we need to use them back. If you're going to do a dedicated video on your channel or your platform, which basically means the entire video or the entire post is dedicated to one item, one brand, one product, or one business, that needs to be your top price. And you shouldn't really be getting anything less than your rent, if you ask me. Like, honestly, rent does depend on where you live, but still, how can you sit here and not be able to pay your rent with the video that you just put in all of this work into countless hours, but you want free products? Like, does that make any sense? It does not make any sense. Like I said in my last video, a free waist trainer, a teeth whitening kit, a damn flat tummy tea does not pay the bills. Does it put food in your mouth? Does it feed your babies? Does it keep your lights on? It doesn't do nothing for you. Mention videos are the things that I like to do because I like to do it like a 2-in-1 video.
Sometimes I have a hair tutorial at the beginning of my commentary, and then I'll go into my commentary because I know my subscribers want to hear what I have to say. Y'all don't really care what I look like. Y'all don't really care what hair I have in my head, but it's just something that I have an interest for, you know, doing hair is something that I'm good at. So I combined it and I have a price for that. When it comes to shout outs, there's a lower price for that, but there still needs to be a price, even if you're talking about something for 30 seconds. This is your brand, your platform. This is something that you worked hard to build and get followers, and that goes for anybody. You don't just have to be an Instagram influencer or a YouTuber. This could be in your personal life as well. It's not fair that a lot of us Black people keep selling ourselves short for free products. I see so many girls that say, oh, that they just want free hair and free clothes, but that's only going to hold you for the first couple of times that you get it. I definitely don't like the girls who feel like they're better than somebody, or that they're up, or that there's something so good about them because they receive free hair and free product. Because, sweetie, are your lights on? Does your dog have food in his bowl? Are you wearing clean underwear? Like, let's be real. These products do not pay your bills, and they do not keep you alive either. You need to charge. And I know some people are going to ask me, you know, based on their subscribers or followers that they have, how much do they charge? Honestly, you charge what you feel is appropriate. I only understand myself at this point because I know what I'm worth and I know what I want to work with. But you guys can reach out to so many people who know better than me how to be analytical with brands. And honestly, they can tell you themselves. There are apps and websites that you can download, such as Social Blue Book, to figure out what price you should be charging based off of your platform. Now, point number 2 is just going to be me encouraging everyone to do better, and why this is such a huge deal, especially to me, because this is the second time I'm talking about this. This is a huge deal because it has been proven over and over again that Black influencers get the short end of the stick. And honestly, I do talk a lot about Black issues and things that affect us socially as young Black women and Black women in general, and this is one of them. After doing a lot of research, it's actually the Latina women that are getting the shortest end of the stick, and that's actually very crazy. To me, it's also baffling because the aesthetic of Black and Latina people, that is what is trending, and that's what people are trying to emulate. So this is so passionate to me as a topic because we're at the forefront of the standard of beauty and have been for a long time, and they steal everything for our looks, to our vernacular, to everything that we create. But for whatever reason, we can't be compensated for the same trend and the same creations that we are establishing. Like, absolutely not. There's an extreme cutting of the malarkey that has to happen, and it needs to happen quickly. I'm getting tired of getting emails from companies and they're telling me that I need to lower my price when they wouldn't say the same thing to a white person or an Asian person or somebody that doesn't look monoracial Black or phenotypically Black like myself. It just doesn't make any sense, and there are several tips that I have that you should never do. So let's get into them. Number 1, as stated before, do not sell yourself short. Number 2, if you're going to negotiate a price, have a firm lowest price, something that you will never go under regardless of what anyone says to you. I know sometimes you just want to get that little extra cash. Okay, trust me, I've been there, but it's not worth it all the time. Trust me, when one door closes, another one will open very soon. Tell those companies, I'm sorry, I cannot work with you. Please contact me when your budget increases, because I refuse to be underpaid for all the hard work I'm going to do for your company. And leave it at that, and I promise you they will come back. Number 3, do not ever pay for a product and then wait for a refund. I've seen this little trend or notion where companies will reach out to us and ask you to pay for their product first, and then they'll reimburse you once you receive the product. Absolutely the fuck not. Do not ever pay for anything and wait for the company to reimburse you. If they really have a budget and they're really serious, they will send you the product for free, okay? And then compensate you for your time, because that's what a professional business would do. Do not ever pay for the products. Do not pay for anything that you were supposed to be in agreement to review or promote. If you want to buy something yourself and give it free promotion, that is fine. But when it comes to business, be about that business. Number 4, ask for a deposit. What I find very common is that a lot of these companies will send you the product for the work for you to do, and then when you send them the video or the post or whatever it is for them to review before you make it go public, they become very nitpicky, and then they have an issue with everything because they're trying to sell you short and undercut your money. So at this point, type up some form of basic response that you can easily keep in your notes of your phone and send out to every company once they email you, or whomever once they DM you, that explains that you have a policy that requires a 50% deposit of the services. And make sure you put something in there that says, by agreeing to work with me, you're agreeing to pay a 50% deposit. That way, if you ever have to take it to court, your ass will be covered. That way, you're covering yourself and they're covering themselves as well. Because what has happened to me, I've done a video and I've waited for a payment, and the company says they don't like the video and that they don't need it anymore, and I've already done the work. So with that happening to me, I need to have some form of something that shows that you're serious, because if you're going to pay me half, chances are you're probably going to eventually pay me the whole thing. And even if you don't, at least I get half the money, and then I can decide to do with the promotion I just created. And then tip number 5 is charge more. Raise your prices, okay? Raise your prices tonight, raise your prices today, raise your prices last Wednesday. Raise those prices. I'm sick and tired of these companies playing with black influencers and just ethnic influencers at that. It's sickening to see that a lot of them have no respect for the same people that bring them thousands, sometimes millions of dollars, depending on the industry, especially for those of us who do hair and wear hair. People can say what they want about promoting hair extensions. I don't see it as a big deal because at the end of the day, every race of women wears hair extensions, whether it matches their hair or not. You can continue to promote whatever products you want, okay? Some people are going to be nitpicky, but I bet you they'll still watch your content. All shade, all tea. Okay. But for real though, the Asian-owned hair companies are in an industry that, to be honest, doesn't even racially correlate to them. People get mad that a lot of black influencers promote hair, but the reality is that Asians should not have the upper hand on an industry that is mostly consumed by black people or just people that are not them. I want black people to take over the hair industry because not only are we probably the best at it, but we utilize it as consumers and pay money for it more than any other demographic of people, at least as of now. And honestly, I could be wrong because there are plenty of white women who get their hair done with extensions. So it really could just be that it seems like black people are the highest consumers, but it really may not be that. But this is just from my observation. Anyway, these companies that are Asian owned somewhere in China, which is usually where they are for the most part, they usually love to contact us black female influencers or just black influencers, people that like to do hair, and they love to not pay the price that you ask for because for them, this is a very, very, very shady business. And for black female influencers, for the most part, we don't operate as businesswomen in most cases. A lot of us do, but let's be real, a lot of us don't. And it's because we are very uninformed. So the information I'm going to give is stop lowering your prices for companies that make millions of dollars every year, especially off of hair. If they tell you that they don't have a budget, they're lying. If they tell you that your price is too high, they're lying. If they tell you that they're requesting a discount because this is their first time working with you as a collaboration, they're lying. If they tell you anything other than, okay, I can pay this price or something close to it, they are lying. These companies have so much money. Think about the amount of people who shop from Eunice Hair, Nadula Hair, Icy Hair, all of the big name hair companies, right? Most of you guys know what those companies are or have heard of them, even if you don't purchase hair bundles on a regular. You've seen the promotion. Do you really think it makes sense that they offer you $350 for a dedicated video strictly off of hair? And if it's not bad business, it's very much disrespect and very much inequality based off of pay, and it increases the gap that honestly needs to be closed and needs to be met with fairness and ethics. Within the 5 tips, I really hope I resonate with somebody, okay? I know there's a lot of black women who are trying to build brands and businesses, especially now with everything going on, and you're gonna run into these types of encounters, whether you are the one promoting a product or wanting somebody to promote your product. You have to put your money where your mouth is, and that goes for both cases. Be ready to pay someone to promote your items because nothing in advertisement is free, and also as an influencer or someone with a following, be ready to charge the price for your time and your effort. You wouldn't do anything for free. Would you go clock in for 12 hours at a job for free? You wouldn't. So don't do the same thing with your brand and your business because you built that. People think influencing is just taking pretty pictures and that's it. And it may seem like an easy task, but there's a lot that goes into it, especially when you're a YouTuber. People just started thinking that YouTube is just an easy way to make quick money, and I'm here to tell you it is not. You even have to get to a certain point where a company is going to take you serious, even when you've already started garnering subscribers on YouTube. Even I'm at 160,000 subscribers, and still I get lowballed from so many different companies. And it's funny because the companies that have simply just said, okay, I'm going to pay you your price, have either been black-owned companies or the white-owned companies that have decent reputations. The Asian-owned companies have always been the ones that said, oh, I'm not going to pay the price, or could you do this? Could you, drop me down on this? Could you give me a lesser price on this? And no. Because no. How many times I have to tell y'all? Because no. Go up on the prices, because my rhetoric is that if you give them a price of, let's say, $700 for a video, they're going to say, can you do $400 or $500 or even less than that? But if I tell them my price is $1,500 for a video, they're going to then ask me, can I do $900 or $1,000 when my medium price or my lowest price was really $700 from the beginning? So trust me when I say these companies have money, and trust me when I say that you need to value yourself as not just an influencer or someone with a following, but as a businesswoman, as a business person. I hope this message gets shared to a lot of black influencers, whether you have 100 followers on Instagram, 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, or even bigger people. Charge these companies more. Stop playing yourself, stop letting them get over you, and stop letting them use you and treat you like nothing when you're the one that's going to bring them a lot of money in the end. Think about the little $200 that they give you for a dedicated promotion, how that can literally give them triple, quadruple, even sometimes 10 times the profit and what they gave you. It doesn't make any sense. So please, I'm begging you ladies, my black influencers, especially my black female influencers, please raise those prices, and please share this video to anyone you know that's trying to be an influencer or a YouTuber or someone that's already has a following, because they are not going to stop until we stop belittling ourselves when it comes to business in the industry of advertising through social media promotion. So that is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.